Yes, sir. We're back with another edition of Fast Break Bets, presented by BettingPros. You know me, you know the voice of the guys, me, really real, Villanelle, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. Ah, beautiful sound of yet another sweep. It was only two plays. I didn't get there on the third play. I was going back and forth, fighting with the injury report for a couple of player props, and it just wasn't working out in time. And so I just said, you know what? I feel good with the two plays. We'll rock with the two. I did tell people, however, Quentin Grimes is playing the New York Knicks again and should probably be on his points prop over. That went over. So if you played that play, congrats to you. I wish I made that official. Would have had 3-0, but nonetheless, 2-0 day here. Let me see. Oh, let me make sure. Is that the right screen? Yep, it is. All right, let's bring it up. We had the Suns and the Bucks go over 225.5. That was a cash, and the Blazers were never in doubt. I think they had like 78 first half points or something crazy like that. It might not have been that crazy. Either way, they soared over that team total. W there, 6-0 on the week. I'm not going to talk about it too much though, because I don't like to jinx things. I just want to keep on going. I have 3 plays that I'm going to give out to you today. Side total and a player prop. So looking forward to that. And before we actually talk about that, I do actually have something really, really important to talk about here, because guess what? It is Wednesday. And you know what we do on Wednesdays. It's my favorite segment. We have our Chasing Challenges segment presented to you by Microsoft. Look, I I have something here. I have something here. I want you to hear me out. Please. I understand. I truly do understand. But just hear me out on this one. Just hear me out. That's all I ask. Just listen to me, hear me out, and give me a chance. All right. We're ready for this week's Chasing Challenges, brought to you by Microsoft. Just like the athletes who push boundaries and redefine what's possible, business decision makers today are turning challenges into opportunities. Microsoft meets you where you are with tools and guidance that help you make an impact with safe, secure AI solutions. Players and teams are facing their own challenges, and in this segment, we spotlight athletes or teams that are currently undergoing a challenge and what that means from a betting standpoint. So, whatever challenge you're facing, Microsoft empowers you with the expertise to say, bring it on. And this week, we are discussing the New York Knicks. Now, I know, and I said, I can't bet Knicks games on here because I don't get them right. I think that's when I take the Knicks. I think it's more about when I take the Knicks and not when I fade them. Because the Knicks have a problem. And the problem is Tom Thibodeau. And what is Tom Thibodeau's problem? Oh, Tommy Boy. Well, Tommy Boy just believes that 5 players is all that it takes to win a basketball game. And yes, you have bench players, but it is up to debate whether you should use said bench players or have any type of rotation overall. In fact, if Josh Hart wants to play 48 minutes, he can go play 48 minutes. So the New York Knicks and Tom Thibodeau have had this philosophy for a while. Thibodeau's had it wherever he's gone. He's always played his stars. He likes his guys. So with that, typically playing your starters more amount of minutes, it does good because, yeah, your best guys are playing. But when you have a back-to-back and they have to do that 2 nights in a row, don't look as good. And the Knicks have a problem. They are 1-10 ATS on back-to-backs this season. 1-10. The entire season. 1-10 on back-to-backs. Am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed that I haven't been betting it the entire season? Absolutely. And so if the Knicks want to, I don't know what the Knicks are supposed to do to overcome this. This is Thibodeau. You get rid of Tibbs, and they're not getting rid of Tibbs anytime soon. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna fade the Knicks on the second leg of a back-to-back here, and they play the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs laying 10.5. Just pure fade of the Knicks on the second half of back-to-back. Pure fade of the Knicks defense, who hasn't really been that good on the road, and kind of been up and down, honestly. Pure fade of whatever injury report is about to come out, because Cat didn't play in this game today. We'll see what it looks like with Cat. I doubt that we're not going to see Brunson, and so Brunson's not walking through that door. It was already an uphill battle playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, the team that the Knicks cannot beat this year. But now you add Cat is a questionable, and we don't know if he's going to play. He was a late scratch for this game. He was a late scratch for this game on the first leg of a back to back. So maybe they say, all right, you sat the first leg, we're going to play you the second leg, or maybe he doesn't play at all. Either way, Cavs are laying 10. Cavs need a big win. Cavs are back at home. Something to give them some momentum. I'm laying it with the Cavs. I'm fading the Knicks on the second leg of a back to back. So that's what we're doing here. That's an additional play that I'm giving out for you. So that is it for this week's Chasing Challenges. Remember, Microsoft's AI solutions empower you to take bold steps and make informed decisions, sparking new ideas to help drive your business forward. Microsoft, as your trusted partner, you can navigate your journey with confidence, finding innovative solutions and reaching new possibilities. Visit Microsoft.com/challengers to learn more. All right, that's what we're doing there. So I'm laying 10.5 with the Cavs. This is a pure fade of the Knicks right here. Another play number 2 that I'm going to give out here, and that is going to be the Atlanta Hawks, because the Atlanta Hawks are going up against the Dallas Mavericks. It's the one spread of the day that is actually reasonable, catching 4.5. So I think the Mavericks win the game. I think that the Mavericks have been one. They've been competitive when they had that little dead carcass that I said they were dragging across the finish line a few weeks ago. Yeah, that carcass has now risen from the Lazarus pit and is actually been playing some pretty solid basketball. I'll give them that. They've been playing some pretty solid defense ever since Anthony Davis came back. He's starting to get his legs under him. He's still under a minutes restriction, but it's helping. It's helping, and that's all we need. Because I needed any type of defense, seeing any type of defense to feel good about fading the Hawks here, because the Atlanta Hawks have not been good on the second leg of a back to back. Atlanta Hawks on the second leg of a back to back, to the team total, they are 4-10 for the season to the team total. So under is the look, 10-4 to that team total under. So I'm going to look to back the team total under here again. It's at 116.5. I like it to go under against Dallas Mavericks, who've been playing a lot better defense recently with Anthony Davis back into the lineup. I think that you also add in the fact that Daniel Gafford is back, so now they have some size and some rim protection to help them out. And you have Derek Lively questionable, so that even adds even more to it if Lively is able to go, and even if Lively's on a minutes restriction as well. Like the fact of having all three of their bigs back in the game, I think it'll be tremendous for them on the defensive side of ball. They've been taking care of the basketball a lot better, so it hasn't led out to a lot of open, fast break points and transition and just cherry picking of the total. Hawks have let down every step of the road, especially as a dog. The Atlanta Hawks, when they are a dog on the second night of a back-to-back, they are 2-4-1 to the total. And to that team total that I gave you, 116.5, they are 5-2 to going under that number. 5-2. 93, 109. There's a 136 in here, 105, 110, 96, and then there's a 121 against the Bucks. I'm gonna fade this. I'm gonna fade the Atlanta Hawks. I feel perfectly fine doing this. All the numbers of them being bad on the second leg of a back-to-back all season stand out there. The Dallas Mavericks actually have been playing better defense recently. And so I think this is a spot where the Mavericks understand that they have some making up to do. And they seem to be playing really, really inspired basketball. The Atlanta Hawks, while they are getting wins, I faded them correctly with the Portland Trailblazers. I'm going to fade them again. But this time I'm taking their team total under 116.5. And that leads me to my player prop because I am double dipping in that game, double dipping with the under. I understand I am expecting the Hawks to let down. Onyeka Okongwu has a points, rebounds, and assist prop of 26.5. We are going to go under 26.5 for Onyeka Okongwu here. Prop bet cheat sheet gives us a 5-star play, 73% cover probability, and have him projected for 22.9 here. Okongwu has been really bad on the second leg of back-to-backs. In those games where the Hawks were a dog, he's actually never, no, I lied. He went over in one of those back-to-backs. So of the 7 games that they've been a dog and had a back-to-back, he's gone over once. And the only time that he went over was the time that he did not play the game before. Every other time that he played both games, he went under this prop. So he hasn't been good in second leg of back-to-backs. He hasn't been good at this number against the Dallas Mavericks. I understand he had a different role, but again, I talk about Anthony Davis is back. Daniel Gafford is back. You might have Derek Lively back. All that size, I think, is going to clog up the lane. It's going to make things really, really tough on Okongwu. The Mavs have been pretty good to opposing centers recently as well. Wendell Carter had a rough game. He stayed under this in the game Anthony Davis played. Claxton went under this in the game recently, and Vucevic, but I think Vucevic has a larger offensive output than Okongwu does for his team. So I don't expect Okongwu to get over this line. I think this is a good opportunity to fade it. So let's go ahead and put the week on that. We're going to fade Onyeka Okongwu and the Atlanta Hawks, taking under Okongwu points, rebounds, and assists. And those are the 3 plays that I am giving out. Cavs laying 10.5, fading the Knicks on the second leg of a back-to-back. Same thing for the Atlanta Hawks, fading them as well. Hawks team total under 16 and 116.5. Really good fade of them on the second leg of a back-to-back. And then with that, Onyeka Okongwu, I think that the Mavs defense is going to be a little bit too much for him, under 26.5 PRA. He's been under that line in 3 of his last 5 games. So hoping that he is able to continue that, go under here yet again for us. All right. Those are the 3 plays here at really real __. Make sure you give me a follow on X at BettingPros on X and TikTok at BettingPros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros, where you can make sure you drop a like on the video and also subscribe, leave a comment, and you'll have a chance to win a really cool Robert Horry Lakers jersey at the end of the month. So make sure that you do that. With that, that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just kind of do like this. We are out of here.